Hello, everybody. This is Sean Willingham with Highway 65 Insurance, the road to Medicare. Today's topic is am I eligible to enroll in Medicare? And if yes, then when and how do I go about enrolling? To get started, I'm just going to do a little screen share here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, when it comes to Medicare, it's important to remember that some parts of Medicare come from the government, other parts of Medicare come from insurance companies. What we are talking about today is the ability to enroll in the parts of Medicare that come from the government. That's Part A hospital and Part B medical. Okay. All the stuff that has to do with insurance companies comes later. You first have to be enrolled in A and B before you can think about any of that other stuff. And that's a different topic for a different day, different video. But here today, we're going to address the parts of Medicare, eligibility and enrollment, and to the parts of Medicare that come from the government, Part A hospital and Part B medical. Now, Medicare Part A and B are available to individuals age 65 or older, disabled, or in stage renal disease. Okay, so that's who is eligible. The key question when it comes to Part A is um, premium free. Most people are eligible to get Medicare Part A at a zero premium. Now, the best way to know whether or not you are eligible for premium free Part A is to go to the government website, ssa.gov, okay? Because it's actually the Social Security Administration that handles enrollment into Medicare Parts A and B. So you come here to the Social Security website and click sign in. And if you do not already have one of these accounts, my recommendation is that you set up a login.gov account. But you go ahead and log in there into the login.gov account. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to pull up your My Social Security profile. This here is mine. I logged into mine. I redacted, names and dollar amounts, stuff like that. But what you'll notice is down at the bottom, eligibility and earnings, those four bars are filled in, the four green bars, and it says you have the 40 credits you need to receive benefits. If you see that, then you know that you have the benefit of the credits to get premium free Part A. The second way to know is if you click that little your social security statement, or actually if you still get a social security statement in the mail, you can look on your social security statement, which looks like this. Again, names and amounts have been redacted. But what you'll notice here is it says under retirement benefits, you have earned enough credits to qualify for retirement benefits. And then under Medicare, it quite simply says you have enough credits to qualify for Medicare at age 65. You see that? You're good to go, premium free, Part A, ready to rock. Okay. Now, if you don't see that, then what happens is um, uh, uh, you would be charged a premium to be enrolled in Medicare Part A. That changes every year. So the best place to get that premium amount for the current year would be on Medicare.gov. But the majority of people will find that you are indeed eligible for premium free Part A. That's the hospital insurance. Now we'll talk about the Part B medical insurance. Individuals who are eligible for premium free Part A are also eligible to enroll in Part B. So good news is that if you have the credits to enroll in Part A premium free, that also means that you have the ability to enroll in Medicare Part B. Bravo. Now, Medicare Part B does have a premium to be enrolled. Every year it changes, and it can be different than others depending upon your modified adjusted gross income. Modified adjusted gross income. That's how they set your Part B premium. But today's video is simply about eligibility. And so if you're premium free Part A eligible, then you're also Part B eligible. If you're not premium free Part A eligible, then what happens is in order to enroll in Part B, there's a couple more requirements. You have to be age 65 or older, be a U.S. resident, and either be a citizen, U.S. citizen, or be an alien who has been lawfully admitted for permanent residence and has been residing in the United States for 5 continuous years prior to the month of filing an application for Medicare. So if you're not a U.S. citizen, you have to be in the U.S. lawfully for 5 continuous years before you apply. So that covers your eligibility to enroll in Medicare Parts A and B. We'll do a super brief summary. So to start off with, you got to be 65 or older, disabled, end-stage renal. Okay. Secondly, Part A, premium free. You got to have the credits. You look those up on your My Social Security account, login.gov. And then Part B, if you are premium free Part A, you're good to go on Part B. If you do have to pay a premium on Part A, then you have to meet these other requirements. Now, majority of people are going to be premium free Part A and eligible to enroll in Part B. And the next topic is going to be when and how. Okay, so we'll tackle when. Most people enroll in Medicare during their initial enrollment period. That's the 7 months that surround your 65th birthday. So it's the 3 months before the month of your 65th birthday, the month of your 65th birthday, and the 3 months that follow the month of your 65th birthday. The only thing to note is if you're born on the first of the month, then they treat the month of your 65th birthday as the previous month. So if you're born December 1, well, then January is considered the month of your 65th birthday. That's only for people born on the first of the month. Anybody born on the second or after in the month, then it's just going to be the 3 months before the month of their birthday, the month of the birthday, and 3 months that follow the 65th birthday. So that's the initial enrollment period. That's the most popular enrollment period because you're on time, so there's no late enrollment penalties. Nice, clean, easy. Now, if you miss your initial enrollment period, then there is what I would call the excused absence and the unexcused absence. Okay. So we're going to talk about the excused absence first. Okay. If you did not enroll in Medicare during your initial enrollment period because you maintained coverage through active employment, whether it be your own or your spouse's active employment, but you maintained group health plan coverage through active employment, well, then the government likely will qualify you for what's called a special enrollment period. When you want to sign up later, you have to prove that eligibility. But those that qualify for a special enrollment period have no late enrollment penalties. Now, if your 65th birthday is approaching and you are thinking that you are going to not sign up for Medicare during your initial enrollment period because you're going to maintain coverage through active employment, and later on you're going to be granted the special enrollment period, I do highly encourage you to talk to a licensed insurance agent in your state so they can verify this beforehand. Because the way it works is one day when you do want to sign up for Medicare and you go and you get signed up, that's when you prove it. You don't prove it beforehand. You don't say, hey, government, I'm turning 65, but I'm not going to sign up for Medicare because I'm going to maintain coverage through my job. You don't do that. Instead, later on, when you do want to sign up for Medicare, you say, hey, government, I didn't sign up for Medicare during my initial enrollment period because I had coverage through my job. And this is why this is the proof. And so what you'll want to do if you're planning on doing that, is just talk to a licensed insurance agent in your state so they can verify your circumstances and say, yes, no worries. You will be given the special enrollment period. And the reason why you want to verify that is because you really don't want to use the general enrollment period. So the general enrollment period is what I would refer to as the unexcused absence. That is, you didn't sign up for Medicare when you were first eligible during the initial enrollment period, but you haven't maintained coverage, qualified coverage through active employment. And so the government's going to restrict your enrollment to only the general enrollment period, which is January, February, March. So what that means is that, let's say it's July or August and you need health insurance. Well, you're going to have to wait until January to get signed up. So you have that delay in coverage. The other thing is that the government's going to add up the years that you did not have Medicare, and they're going to hit you with a late enrollment penalty. So the general enrollment period should be avoided, the unexcused absence. Majority of people use the initial, which is surrounding their 65th birthday, and then special circumstances to those who maintain coverage through their either their own or a spouse's active employment. But those are the three times that you can, or when you can sign up for Medicare Parts A and B. The last thing is how. Uh, 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 Very simple on the how. First, if you are already getting a Social Security check or railroad retirement check, you don't have to do anything. You're going to be automatically enrolled in Medicare. Your Medicare card is just going to show up in the mail 4 months before it starts, 3 or 4 months. So basically at the beginning of your initial enrollment period, it's just going to show up in the mail. And at that point in time, you can start dealing with the other questions, which is the insurance products and all that sort of good stuff. But those that are already getting a Social Security or railroad retirement check are going to be auto enrolled. Card shows up in the mail. If you are not already getting a Social Security or railroad retirement check, all you do is just go back to this SSA.gov and right under apply, you click sign up for Medicare, and then click sign up for Medicare right here. Not the Part B only. That's not you in this circumstance. That's other people. Those are the people that delayed their enrollment in Medicare and are getting signed up later. This is for you. If you're signing up during your initial enrollment, you go to sign up for Medicare, click apply online. Then you get logged into your login.gov account, and it's real quick and easy. Other ways that you can get signed up for Medicare is you can call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213, if my memory serves me correctly. And then the last option is you can just go into a Social Security office to get signed up. So that takes care of the topic of, am I eligible to sign up for Medicare? And if yes, when and how do I get signed up for Medicare? We have more videos that talk about the products that are available and some of the other nuances with Medicare. But this is a great place to start. If you have any questions, you can always reach us at highway65insurance.com. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Remember, Highway 65, the road to Medicare.